A very warm welcome from Amsterdam. We are here at the seminar of Crypto Academy, not Crypto Academy, Crypto Economy Tour, organized by Beacon, and we are partners of Crypto Economy Tour. I'm Jan Robert Schutte, co-founder of Crypto Academy, and I'm standing here with Selman. He's founder of CPROP. You're in the real estate business, and could you please introduce yourself, Sandy?
Yeah, sure. Well, thank you for the interview, and pleasure to talk about CPROP. Oh, no.
Oh, yes. That's all right. It's okay. Take two. Take two. It's okay. Now, you're in the real estate business?
Yes. So,
and which problem did you see already, actually?
Yeah, so when we started the company, the problem that we were solving for, it's a universal problem worldwide, and that is that when you buy residential property, it's a real painful process in most parts of the world. A lot of paperwork, it's very manual. The processes and the documentations differ by whatever legal jurisdiction you're in.
Yes.
And this was the problem that we were addressing.
Yes, I understand. And what is solution, what is CPROP offering actually?
What we came up with as an initial concept, which honestly had nothing to do with blockchain. We started with a focus on this problem, and so my co-founder Adam Kohler, who's here with us,
yes.
He was a co-founder in a company back in the late 2000s called Dotloop, which tackled a similar problem in the U.S. that was specific to the U.S. and it was around the contract of sale. And so back 10 years ago, hard to believe, when you were negotiating a contract of sale for a house in the U.S., my real estate agent and your real estate agent, if you're transacting with each other, literally we're faxing this agreement back and forth. And it was a very inefficient, time-consuming process.
It costs a lot of money, of course, as well.
Well, it takes time, and time jeopardizes deals. So,
yes.
So what they did was they created a cloud environment. They digitized all the forms of contract of sale around the country, put it in a cloud environment, created a beautiful UI that real estate agents could interact with comfortably.
Yes.
And it was a huge success.
Okay.
And it was so successful, in fact, that today almost 50% of all residential transactions in the U.S. go through this Dotloop system. So what we did was we looked at we thought hard about that business, and we thought about, okay, well, Dotloop captured the contract for sale, but what about the rest of the deal? Surely someone by now has done that, right? Mm-hmm. And when we did our market research, we found out that no one had.
Okay.
So
voila.
that was voila. We had a product concept.
Perfect.
And then we started thinking about, does blockchain have any application to that sort of core product? And if the answer was no, it's fine. We were totally cool with that because we knew we had a good idea for a software product. So when we researched it, we found that there was actually 4 ways in which blockchain could actually add substantial value to that core product idea, particularly in emerging markets where escrows are a big problem. Finding trusted escrow agents is very problematic in places like Southeast Asia, Latin America, Middle East. Secondly is when you're transacting far away from where you live, particularly cross-border, there's obviously oftentimes distrust in the legal systems of the jurisdiction where you're going. So our market research showed that people actually consumers like the idea that we could actually create a blockchain backbone to their closing documentation. So that was number 2. Number 3 was this idea of authenticating or keeping deed records, having those be backed up by the blockchain to sort of be a fail-safe mechanism for government registries. That was the 3rd thing. And then the 4th thing was, which is really where our token comes into play, was this idea of being able to find service providers when you're far away, yes, and being able to find trusted service providers. So those were really the 4 implementations that we looked at.
Yeah, that's very great. And your proposition also, it's borderless, yep, and global solution. It's very good. Real estate is trillions of dollars worldwide, I think. And the nice thing is also you signed some partnerships already. Yeah, you mentioned in your presentation.
Yeah, we found that. So I'm a former VC, and the thing that I was really most concerned about when we were developing this plan was how we're going to get to market and how we're going to scale it. Because getting to revenue is very difficult for any early stage company. And what we didn't want to do is build a B2C business. We wanted we felt that was going to take too much time, take too much money to build a business like that in the real estate market, which is already a pretty mature industry.
Yeah, this is a B2B
we felt that it was the play here was B2B. So we identified the listing platforms the property portals, the big property portals of the world. So in the U.S., the big gorilla is Zillow. Here in the Netherlands, it's Funda. In the U.S., in the U.K., it's Rightmove and Zoopla. By partnering with these guys, we actually kill several birds with one stone. And for them, by partnering with us, and us white labeling our platform to them, it gives them the opportunity to hang on to their customer all the way to the closing table. Whereas right now,
instead of scaring them off.
You search for a property on their website, and once you find what you're looking for, and you get the name of the listing estate agent or broker, your relationship with them goes.
Yeah.
It's done.
That's nice, and you're actually in the middle of an ICO at this moment. And what is the timeline? What is the roadmap for this coming month? Actually?
Yeah.
Can you explain something a little bit about it?
Yeah, we're in the middle of a private sale right now, and so we're we've gotten great market traction in Asia in particular. We signed a deal with a very large property portal in China.
Okay, great.
Which is interesting for us because all they do is handle outbound investment from China, so we're in the middle of private sale with a number of pools and funds in Asia in particular, also somewhat in Europe. And we've decided that we're going to let that private sale run for a little while because we've got good momentum.
Okay.
We just actually made an announcement today that we're actually going to push our ICO into August to give time to actually wrap up these discussions for the private sale.
That's nice. And people interested to which website they can go to?
Yeah, so visit CPROP.io. We've got everything there, an explainer video.
Open door.
Everything is there. Yep, our demo's there, our white paper's there, full disclosure, transparent.
So you've already MVP and everything ready?
Yep.
So I would like to encourage everybody who is interested in this ICO, whether a private investor or retail investor, CPROP.io, and of course cryptoacademy.nl. And thank you very much, Selman.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Sir Selman, and good luck with your ICO and your project.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.